Cam Newton has had his share of controversies and bad PR moments, but if the mainstream sports media gets a hold of what he said the other day on a podcast, he might have another one on his hands, because Cam Newton is talking about something you're not allowed to talk about anymore in current day, at least not in the woke sports world, and that's traditional gender roles. Cam Newton weighed in on what he thinks the gender roles should be for a man and a woman in a relationship, which is kind of ironic considering how Cam Newton dresses at times, but here it is nonetheless. Cam Newton complains about women who can't cook and don't know when to be quiet. Now, famously, Cam Newton, 5 years ago at this point, went viral after he answered a question to a female reporter, Jordan Rodriguez, which just kind of made her career, when she was talking to him about wide receivers running routes. And he said something to the effect of, it's funny to hear a female ask that question about running routes. Blew up, was a big controversy because the mainstream sports media made it a big controversy. I think they might do the same thing for this. I'm going to let you hear it from the man himself.
I had a perfect example of what a man was in my life by my father. Mm-hmm. My parents has been together for 36, 37 years now, and it's a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. I grew up in a 3-parent household, my mom, my father, and my grandmother. And I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch.
Okay, what's the difference?
A woman.
Okay. A
bad bitch is a person who's just, girl, I'm a bad bitch. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part.
So you're already starting to see maybe why there's some people in the mainstream media that are going to have a problem with this, but let's continue on. If you didn't know, this is $1 Million with a Game. This is a Barstool podcast, so they have some big guests on. But yeah, Cam Newton's on there right now talking about his relationships and his father and his mother, stuff like that.
Okay.
And it's a lot of women who are bad bitches, and I say bitches in a way not to degrade a woman, but just to go off the aesthetic of what they deem is a boss chick. Mm-hmm. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that, no, baby, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
Now, I have zero problem with what Cam Newton said. I've had a lot of criticisms for Cam Newton for his play on the field, for his leadership style, for all of these things. This I don't really have a problem with, but I do think that there's going to be some people that pounce on this and try to go after Cam Newton over it. We'll see what happens. As of right now, it's been kind of all quiet. Maybe it's because it's a new thing. Maybe it hasn't got a whole lot of publicity yet. But Cam Newton speaking on kind of traditional gender roles, what he thinks a bad bitch is. And there's no doubt that there are a lot of people in the NFL that have fallen around some of these women who have taken advantage of them, who are doing this and that are kind of distracting them from what their end goal should be. Interesting to hear Cam Newton's perspective on this. What do you guys think? Do you think the mainstream media is going to start to pile on this? Let me know in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.